Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, welcome to all of my new subbies. Thank you guys very much for coming. Sorry, I am just now making another video about the JBP, maybe quite a few days later, but yeah, it wasn't none going on. Wasn't shit going on. But we gonna talk about it. Hold on. All right, you guys. So before we get started talking about the latest episode that dropped yesterday, let's talk about the other two that dropped during the week and the fact that I just didn't have anything to say about them. I'm sorry, I couldn't find one good thing. And it's not because they weren't arguing or anything like that, but it just wasn't interesting. The only good thing about it was that Ish is back. And y'all know, if that's the good thing about it, like y'all really have me going up for Ish. That means something's going on. If you guys have me missing Ish, that means this shit was dry as all get out. And I'm sorry, even though Ish was back, it was still dry. So now they had me waiting for Mona. I'm like, damn, I just can't wait until Mona come back and give us some laughs, because when I say dry, the shit was dry. So with this new one with Mona, the one that dropped yesterday, they start out talking about being poor. Once again, they are obsessed with being poor and not being poor. And I'm just gonna have to say this, Mr. Joe Budden, Mr. Joe, as Mona calls him. We gonna get to that, but I just hope that he never loses. And this is very sincere. I hope he never loses his wealth, because he is so defined by that shit. Like, he comes off as new money like crazy. Somebody that has absolutely never had anything, and all he does now is brag and look down. It's okay to be an elitist. It's okay, but you don't have to talk about it all the time. And like, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. That's what my mama always said. So I am going to pray for him that he is able to sustain, because the way he's talking, dude, don't go broke again, because we gonna be clowning you with your broke ass. All right, he ain't broke right now, so that don't count, but we would. So what I notice is Mona's like a little kid. Like, she has to take a minute to warm up before she really come alive. She comes in and she sits there and she tries to be really nice. And then once she, gets a little comfortable, she starts letting it all hang out. And I love it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I love Mona. I think she's funny as shit. She really is. I did not like the way they were over talking her this time. Somebody in one of the Patreon comments said that they must have gotten together and been like, "We not gonna let her over talk us." That's possible, I guess. They still got that group text, right? I don't know, but I don't like the way that they did it. There's a way to still let her speak and not take over. Like, maybe have a conversation with her and say, cut it off after a minute, because yes, she is long-winded. But I will say this: Mona says stories that we are interested in. We have heard from you motherfuckers for years, and we know all y'all stories. Let us hear about her, because it really sounds like she has a life that could be a book or a movie. Like, honestly, it seems like she has a lot going on, because I would love to know what's going on with her and her grandma. And then she's giving all this stuff about her. I mean, her grandma just sounds interesting by herself. So yeah, I feel like let us hear about her. Yeah, some of the subjects she talked too long and maybe says the same thing a couple times. Work on that. However, the stories that she's telling, they're new and we're interested. So stop cutting it off and stop being rude. But that's okay, because she's not going to let them stifle her and make her feel like male. She's just not. So they have another thing coming. Seriously, if they think they're going to keep doing her any kind of way, and we going to get to it, because she kind of gets at all of them a little bit in her own way. I don't think she does it to be mean. I don't think she's a mean person at all, but I do think she's a comedian, number one. And number two, she is, like I said, not going to let you get over on her. And is it me, guys, or does Mark seem to be super serious now? Nowadays, he's coming off super serious and super, let me try to control this. I know I said it in the other video, but I am really seeing where stuff that he would normally kind of laugh at. I mean, I guess he can't win for losing. We're like, damn, quit forcing a laugh. Quit laughing for so long. Quit laughing so loud. And now it's like he's not laughing at all. He's not, he's not giving it up. He's just trying to move this thing along and get the transitions going. And yeah, Joe had to cut him off a few times with the transitions because if it's up to Mark, he's a Mikan. He's gonna move this thing along and transition as much as he can by himself. And I don't like it. Or maybe he was just having a bad day. I mean, that is possible. You could just have off days or bad days, not be in a great mood. So I'll give him that. I still like the good doctor just fine. Hopefully he'll have better days. Hopefully the chemistry will pick back up in there, you guys, because now it really does seem, God damn it. Sorry, I'm not gonna cut that out because I just don't feel like it. But it just seems like something is off where they have a lot of quiet moments where they just looking around looking crazy. And I don't know if this is a hazing for Mona or if they are just boring and dry as shit. What I do know is that this is not the same podcast that it was. It is not at all. It's not. And I am bored of it again. Like I said, it's boring me. And where was Flip? Can we talk about that? Where was Flip? Are they not trying to have him and Mona there together? Did Flip get in trouble? Oh, I think I saw something on Danny, the stop. I just watched it. And he was saying that Flip, or he was speculating that Flip and somebody got into it. Joe said that there was an almost fight up there. And he was speculating that maybe it was Flip and Mark. So all of this is allegedly speculation. We don't know. So maybe he had to take a pod off or something for maybe 5. I don't know. I don't want to put that out there because I'm really not sure. However, he don't really be adding nothing nowadays to the pod anyway, so it's okay. And then Ice. Ice has been coming in with his matching sets on. Ice must be putting it down in the bedroom. Got her buying him matching sets. She said, that was so good. I want to buy him a matching set. Y'all know it's supposed to be short set, but he coming in with the two-piece joggers on. Listen, and they're matte. I mean, he is just color blocked down. He is burgundied out, and I ain't mad at it. Again, he can't win for losing. He either can't dress or he can dress, and he's dressing too nice. It's a lot of burgundy, but he's trying. God damn it, guys! I'm sorry. All right, hold on. Y'all, okay, first of all, let me just say I put it on vibrate, okay? So now there's that. I'm a genius. I should have done that a long time ago. But while we talking about Ice, can I just talk about Ice and Missing Peace for a second? Very pretty young lady. We know that she's super young. What is she, like 10 years younger than him? And I don't think she would be with Ice if Ice was not on the JBP. I don't know how much money Ice has or anything, but I'm assuming he is doing well enough to spoil her a little bit, her and her kids. She has 3 kids that he took in and everything. He loves her like crazy. Hopefully she loves him too. I don't know. But I do feel like if something happens and he is no longer on this show, Missing Peace will be a missing piece for real. Listen, allegedly, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just feel like it's a bit of an opportunity for her. And listen, we do what we can. I'm not mad at her if she can deal with it because Ice is also not a looker. He's not a looker. And I feel okay saying that because Ice is very, very hard on the women. Ice is just like, if you are not a petite, light skin or something, he don't like you. And that's fine. That's fair. You can like who you like. However, if he is able to have his preference, I can have my preference too. And Ice wouldn't be it. I'm sorry. He just wouldn't. So I feel like, once again, Missing Peace would be missing peace indeed if something happened. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Last thing about sensitive Ice, he gets so bent out of shape when someone jokes on him. They say any little joke whatsoever. He has got to find a way to get it together. He's got to find a way to get it together. Like Joe made him mad talking about he didn't do anything. And I think there was something, a little hidden joke in there where maybe Joe knew he did something and he didn't. What was it, Colorado or something he was saying? I don't know. But Joe knew he had already done something there, and Ice didn't want to say because of his girlfriend. And eventually Joe got him to say he did because why can't you just ignore Joe? Y'all know he be trying to get under y'all skin, but since Ice is sensitive and, don't like to be joked on, he eventually let it come out and then he told Joe quit playing with me because, yeah, Joe don't give a shit about nobody's relationship up there. He is going to try to sabotage, say whatever, and I don't know. They have some really strong women, pretty much all of them, because the way that they talk about what they used to do in the past and who they used to do and how many they used to, I don't know that I would be able to really keep listening to that all the time. I don't know. I don't know. Now back to Mona real quick, you guys, and her wig. I did not like that wig that she had on. I did not care for it. However, or maybe it was the sunglasses on top of it or something. I don't know, but something just wasn't going. And it's not for me to be super negative. I'm not trying to be super negative. I will say this, however. At a certain point, her hair was sticking up and it was sticking out and it was very uncomfortable to look at, and I do feel like it was rude for them not to tell her to fix her hair. Everybody in that room saw that her hair was not just out of order a little bit, it was sticking all the way out, and nobody's going to tell her to fix herself. And that is where Flip is missed, because I don't care, say what you want to say about Flip, but Flip actually cares about people, and you can tell because he cares about when someone is trying to tell their story and get it out. He cares about people kind of cutting people off, even though he does it too. He cares about people and the way they look, and like one of the behind the scenes where Mark was talking. It was part of the joke, the Ian and Mark show, where Mark was talking to, I think Keeb, and he was being mean to him, but Flip didn't know that it was part of the show. And he's like, "Why are you talking to him like that?" Like, Flip cares about people, and you can't tell me no different. So I feel like if he was there, he would have told her to fix her hair right away. So the rest of them, they're real shitty for that. I ain't like that. And I don't know where that came from. But I am going to try to wrap it up because there wasn't a lot going on. They talked about Drake again because they always have to talk about Drake and, the lawsuit that he lost or whatever. And Mona just came out and called him a bitch. I said, there you go, girl. There you go. Say what you want to say. Don't worry about these fools and the fact that they don't want to, ruin relationships or really give it up. Say what you got to say. And, Ish, of course, caping for Drake, but then saying he don't want to cape for Drake, so whatever. Yeah, I think that was kind of it of the show. Joe, was playing some music and Mona was like, that's my jam. She's singing along. I like that. There's no comparison with her and Mel. There really isn't. But the last comparison with her and Mel would be, after saying there's no comparison, I'm just going to compare. Listen, it's all right. That she has stuff to say in the conversations. When they're talking about all these different things, she has input. She has stories. She's a criminal a little bit. She's a lady a little bit. She's a mom. She has all these different experiences that she is able to give some input and insight, and I appreciate the fact that she's there and she's letting her voice be heard as much as they will allow her to. Now finally, let's talk about the big thing, which y'all know Parks gets on my nerves. He does, and the fact that nobody ever comes at Parks gets on my nerves. But we know that Parks is the biggest yes man. He has been up there forever being the biggest yes man, although I do believe Rory and Mal, when they said that they were even fighting for Parks. Remember when Mal said that? Like, that just stays in my mind. Every time I hear Parks' name, that's how I hear it. Parks. But anyway, yeah, he's going to go wherever Joe goes and he's going to be all up Joe's ass. So when it was time to be done, he's like, yeah, I think we've, covered everything, Joe. I think we're done. And she goes into this whole thing. Yeah, Mr. Joe, I think we done everything, master. Like, he is the master. And when I say that shit was hilarious. And what's his name? Parks is going to be trying to come at her after that. Y'all mark my words, because Parks don't like to be joked on. Parks don't like to be corrected. Parks don't like to be anything. Don't say anything to Parks. His wife already told us on Pod Wives. Parks don't like to be told anything. So watch how he's trying to come at Mona, but he may want to proceed with caution because, again, she is a comedian. And I do feel like she can come at all of them in a certain way. Like, she could come at all of them and really hurt them. The same way Kat was coming at that lady on the radio. Like, why are you sitting here arguing with a comedian like that? And he's doing it with a straight face. And I do believe that Mona would be able to do it too. So yeah, he might want to leave that alone, but we'll see how the dynamic changes and what's going on. Oh, and I know I said that was the last thing, but this is the last thing. The girl Sasha, why is she there? Why? Like, I don't understand why he keep bringing her back. What is she there for? I understand they feel like they need some eye candy or whatever, but do we really? Like, do we really? And Omarion interview, like, I just feel like Joe is forcing us to do stuff. Even though he's not forcing us, we can drop our tears back or whatever, which is what I said I'm going to do, and I am going to do it. Or we can unsubscribe from Patreon, whatever we want to do if we don't like the interviews and everything. But I do feel like, damn, when you going to listen to your people for real? I mean, although we're wishy-washy, we are, y'all, we are. We go back and forth with what we don't like, but I think it is kind of a consensus that we don't really like the interviews a lot. And coming from somebody who for years and years and years said, I ain't trying to talk to people, I don't want to do interviews, you are now part of people's rollout. You are now part of people's PR tours. Like when they're going talking about their albums or whatever, you are now like the Breakfast Club, and I don't like that shit. Like, I don't like that. We want the pod. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Sasha, no thanks. No thanks. We don't need her there. If it's not Mona as a woman up there, then it needs to be no woman up there. Honestly, it needs to be no woman up there. But then what happens if we don't have Mona and we don't have somebody with some energy, or a little bit of comedy? What do we do? Because all these Negroes are boring. They're just fucking boring, really. So I don't know. We're in the air. We're in limbo with this pod, you guys. So we'll just have to see what happens with our favorite pod, you guys. Hopefully we can get back to something that we enjoy watching and talking about. Because yeah, I literally could not do videos this past week because there was nothing. But let me know how you guys feel about the pod. Is it the same? Are you still enjoying it? Sasha, do you like Sasha? Is she a needed addition? Do you like Mona? How'd you like the Omarion interview? Let's talk about some things. Is Joe going in the right direction? Is he flailing? Does he not know what's going on up there and he's just trying to catch a little something? Should he just be still at some point? Like, you have Mark and you have Mona, and now just sit the fuck down and see what happens. Like, stop trying to add more and more people and just let the community get used to some people and get back to it being something that we can all feel involved in and like relatable. Like, right now, we don't know who's going to be up there. And y'all, I'm talking again and I'm supposed to be wrapping it up. But all right, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. It is absolutely free of charge. Not a huge deal to you, huge deal to me. Again, thank you to my new subbies, and I appreciate it. You guys made my day. Like, honestly, you guys made my week last week. Like the video, you guys. It does wonders for the analytics, algorithm, whatever you want to call it. It helps to push it out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.